Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 13 Week 3 Day 5. So today, of course, we got ourselves a pretty useless event. We got ourselves the good old arena. So this will be going on for the next 3 days, all of today, tomorrow, and of course Sunday. But basically how arena event goes down is you can end up earning a bunch of points, as you can see right over here. And basically it keeps going up incrementally every single time. So first you end up needing to get 45, then 90, then 135, so on and so forth, going up 45 cumulatively every single time. And it just gives a few knick-knack resources. It's mostly only worth doing for the very first run, which we might end up starting with, just to get our 3 gem keys. Then it goes, I believe... Oh gosh, I can't remember what order the loot goes in now. I think it's like 10 diamonds then like 2 event keys, then like half a deed, or like 60 writs or whatever it is, 600 writs, whatever basically half a deed is. Except it gives like 600 of it instead of actually half. And then it ends with an orb. And then after that, it is definitely not worth going any further than that, because gosh, is the payout so absurdly bad therefore. Because at that point you're just getting like another 3 gem keys after doing like what, 6, 7 battles, I want to say. But anyways, we will start with 1 arena run. So let's see what we end up getting. At least claim our 3 gem keys. Also, hello everyone, by the way. Hello, let me start from the top. Hello, Ricardo. Hello, Genki. Hello, Bill. Hello, Jason. Hello, Supernova. Hello, Genki. Hello, Lester. Hello, Ricardo. Hello, Mary. Hello, Jose. And hello, everyone else. Welcome, 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 welcome. Okay, so, are we choosing you? You get some damage if they're tower, which they aren't. Let's see. There's a 30% chance to gain extra turn, and a 30% chance to gain its mana back. It's not horrible. We're gonna take it. You don't do anything broken, right? Destroyer row. Yeah, it's not worth it. We'll take a new. Okay, next. Worm, pretty good. I'm gonna take it immediately. All of these pretty bad. Deal some damage to an enemy and burn them's okay, though. If an enemy dies, create 2 elemental stars and gain an extra turn. I wish you covered more mana, but I will take you. And we're probably just gonna have to take this thing to cover blue. It is rather useless, though. Though Mad Prophet's not much better. They all do basically nothing for us. I'll take Mad Prophet, I guess. Alright, let's roll with this. So our first slot is going to be highest attack. Second slot, we should probably keep safer than that, but oh well. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we will keep it a little bit safer. Generally, third slot is your safest location, as per usual. Only problem with it is he does only have 4 attack, and that's with a 10% bonus, which does nothing. Genki, I did end up watching it, though me watching it only made me more confused as to what that is. Me watching it, I don't think clarified anything. But yeah, I did watch it. I'm not sure how I would replicate such a thing. It's definitely really funny, though. What do we need here? Take that over. We don't have the thing over there. We really need brown or green, or like the 2 main ideal ones. If we take that over there, that's kind of sketchy. I just have to take a yellow and hope it surges. Hey, we got a random skull. Out of nowhere. That's still kind of concerning if we move it that way. We just have to vertical green. Because then we go for a double poison, double poke. Worm's actually really good in the context of, or Wyvern, I mean, in the context of Arena. Generally, you never really use it. However, in Arena, it has quite a few things going for it. For one, it damages 2 while poisoning the other 2, which in Arena, poison is a pretty high amount of damage. But on top of that, it also ends up having the really high damage double poke. And it's hitting 2 different things. The poison is hitting 2 different things compared to the damage output. So you're basically double killing while poisoning the other 2 for some pretty decent damage. And overall is among one of the better damage sources in Arena. Not the absolute best, but pretty high up there. Let's see if we can get your extra turn. We're just going to go for you, get the kill. You did not land anything. It's a little unfortunate. You decide to, well, I assume poison there. Yeah, poison really adds up in Arena. Like, outside of Arena, poison's like 0 damage. Or pretty close to it. In the context of Arena, it's pretty sizable, though. Because that damage does add up pretty quickly. Alright, let's see. We should probably skull. I want to try to skull in a way that we can get mana. I so badly just want to try that green. We'll try for the brown. No! We cascaded mana, but it wasn't the one we needed. Also, this thing blocking brown's kind of annoying. Because I'd actually rather have this thing getting full mana first. But I also don't want to put this in first slot. Though I'm almost considering it. I am definitely almost considering it. But we'll hold off for now. Alright, we can try for double red off the sky and try for a green there as well. Oh, I should probably take the free purple first. That would make sense. Take our little hit, a little overkill there. Also, one nice thing about this is it can double hit too. So, it's gonna hit the first two, but also poison the last two. So this was both hit with the front 2 damage, but also poisoned with the last 2 damage. I guess kind of double dip on it. Alright, so he's gonna die on poison. Oh, we got all of our mana back. Nice. Hey, and we got the extra turn. Hey, he rolled 2 of his 30%. Basically, that troop has 2 different options, or 2 different things that can occur. A 30% chance that he gains all of his mana back, and a 30% chance he extra turns. They can both trigger simultaneously, which is not what happened there, but we did get them back to back, if nothing else. It's not simultaneous. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. You do have auto extra turn. Nice. Ooh, wild card? Yeah, I guess we'll take it. Well, that's not technically a wild card, but it's almost a wild card. It covers 4 of the 6 colors. It's basically a mini wild card. That's essentially what Elemental Star is. It's like a mini wild card that also destroys an X-like shape, so it's kind of Wild Star-like. Really wants to hear you sing it. I don't even remember what the words were. I did listen to it. But I feel like it made me more confused as to how I would sing that song than clarifying. Does it have lyrics? I'm not sure what the lyrics would be for the final part. Oh, there we go. We got an extra turn and all of our mana back. That was what I was mentioning earlier. They can happen simultaneously. There are very few troops that have a mechanic that's like that can do both. One of the most noteworthy one is actually Honglong, where he has like multiple different options, and all of them can trigger simultaneously, or none of them can trigger simultaneously. And his troop is similar, but it only has 2 conditions, rather than Honglong that has like almost 10. Gosh, this thing just keeps getting full mana one way or another. One way or another. There we go, we sang something. Let's see. I need brown. Oh, I can't. I need green. That's the only problem with this thing being first slot. I really need this to be our main priority for mana, but he's blocked on brown. It's a lot safer having it in this order, though. It's also slightly slower. Also, poor guy, he's never going to cast. The only reason I chose him over the other option is even if we don't cast him a single time, I wanted to have him for his bulkiness. As he is decently bulky, especially compared to the other option we had, which I think only had like 13 durability, comparatively to his like 21. Let's see. Oh, that's an extra turn red. I'll take a green. Oh, wait, I didn't take the extra turn skull, though. Whoops. The extra turn red, it distracted me. Probably should have cast the other one first, too. A lot of bad order, but he's both poisoned and burned, so he should die soon. Should be fine. All we really have to do is just cast Worm twice and we win. In all fairness, that's pretty much every fight. He's going to kill my last slot and gain a lot of value. And there's not much we could do about that. We're mostly just looking to worm him again and then win. As that should be enough damage to kill. The only problem is, if we're not careful, he's getting enough momentum almost to win. Not going to, but almost. Hey, was that our arena run? Nah, we still have one more. Getting there. Alright, what do we want to do here? We can't move the brown. Or we can move the brown, but it doesn't move into something, I mean. Like, I wanted to staircase it into another color. But that doesn't seem to be an option. I'm just gonna take it vertically. Still get a chance for mana, and we actually did roll it. We have a skull. I tried for a double yellow. Didn't get either of the 2. Apparently just another skull. This is one of the reasons why I had this guy up front. Just so we can end up pressuring with a lot of those. Oh, extra turn brown as well. I'm actually going to go all the way on the worm so we can actually cast it first. and then figure out how we want to do this. Well, first take a skull. So they're both double poisoned. We'll poke you just in case, because the poison could have killed it there. Unfortunately, it didn't, but it had a chance. We'll stick yellow to try to get full mana and just burn the other one. Because eventually he is going to die to poison. Thank you. Gosh, that took way too long. That was like the 3rd or 4th turn he actually lived from the poison effect. Alright, I want a skull. Yeah, we got it. And there's our perfect arena run, and possibly all the arena we're doing this weekend. We'll see. Maybe we'll throw a little more here and there. But gosh, it just doesn't have that much loot. But what isn't too bad is, let's go claim our 3 gem keys. 3 gem keys for 1 arena run. Now that's some okay loot. But now it's going to give us like, what, 10 diamonds? Or the equivalent of 10 diamonds for the next reward? Yeah, it gives like some amount of shards. It's like 10 diamonds. And the rest of the rewards just aren't really that enticing, unfortunately. Anyways, let's go clear out some of the other dailies. First things first, I believe the guild has finished the world event. Thanks to everyone's assistance. And let's see what we get here. Useless mage purple. It's not useless, but another one for the pile. Also, gosh, why do people do this? Also nice, all 6s. He doesn't just have 666. He has double 666. Oh, that's really funny. I wonder if he deliberately tried doing that, or if he just saw the numbers like, oh, I gotta stop at this point. That has to be deliberate. But what are these 2 numbers? Like, first place is over 10 times higher than 3rd. And 2nd place is just all 6. Which is also like triple 3rd as well. Instead of 10 times 3rd. Why do people go this high on it, though? Like, obviously he was making a joke. But I don't understand why this one is, like, so absurdly high. And the rest are just, like, normal numbers you would expect to see. Across the rest of the board. I know one from our guild went for it. And, of course, Isabel's been sick lately, so she's a little bit lower down. But she still contributed among some of the most. Especially compared to our low amount. Anyways, okay, let's go and clear some of the other dailies. Let's go do a dungeon real quick. Can we get top 3? Top 3? Top 3? Oh, well, you know what that time is. Let's go play Guess That Door. Let's see. Start a poll. Door. 4. Why is it not clicking? There it goes. 5. Gosh, the mouse pad on my older computer, that's like a decade old. Starting to get kind of finicky. There we go. But yeah, which door? 4, 5, or 6? And we'll go take it. We'll give it about a minute. Anyways, hello. Oh wait, the poll's blocking it. Hello, Henry. Hello, Jamie. Hello, Clipbomb. Hello, who else just came here? Hello, Dwight. Hello, Bill. Welcome, 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 welcome. Let's see. Hello, Emanator. Looking up a little bit. Let's see. You better look up Hello by Lionel Richie. I don't think I remember that song. Hey, what's the poll currently at? It looks like we've got a 4. So it's barely winning. What's in second right now? I can't see until I click it. It seems like a toss-up between 4 and 6. Quite the toss-up between... Actually, honestly, all 3 of them are kind of dead heat even. Like, one more vote into 5, and it's basically a 3-way tie. I think this is the most even I've ever seen it. Up 6 started to take a lead. 6 is slightly taking lead. Though it's still really even. It does look like the bias is going towards 6. You got 6 today for your current 3rd consecutive pure. Nice. I got 2 in a row on top 3. But we haven't gotten a follow-up yet. Though if we do get one right now, that will be 3 out of 4. Which is would definitely be our highest rate. I know it's 4, but... Oh, now 5's starting to take the lead. Ooh. Gosh, honestly, it's so even. I'm almost about to just ask Google. Oh no, what is the quickest, somewhat accurate random number thing we can get? Google, give me a random number. Random number. Okay, I'm gonna ask it for 1 to 6, but the first one that is 4, 5, or 6. Let's try it this way because the current thing is so even. Ask ChatGPT. Would that work here? Sure, we can go ask ChatGPT. Oh wait, I can't because I would have to log in through an account through this thingy. And it's not set up to do so. I do have an account for it. but it's not set up for this little browser thingy. So we shall use this generator, and the first one that is 4, 5, or 6 we will go for. It says 6. And 4. And 5. Alright, how about this? We'll click it 10 times, and whatever it is, we'll do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, whatever this next one is. 10. Alright, well, whatever the next one is that is actually a correct number. 5. Oh yeah, well, that's the same one that chat currently says. That's kind of funny. The one currently winning by a few percent. Actually, no, it's still a tie between the other two. Gosh, it just keeps moving all over the place. But yeah, let's go with 5. Also, YouTube currently says that's the one that's winning right now, even though it's a multi-way tie. So, on the poll. He's like tied between 5 and 6 right now. So yeah, let's do 5. It was 5! It actually was! Oh, let's go hand out an extra code. It actually was 5. That's amazing. And that one technically won our poll as well. Oh, there we go. Though it was tied with 6 this time around. Honestly, it was pretty much a 3-way tie. Like, it statistically was pretty much a 3-way tie, the poll we just did. Like, one more vote into 4 and it would have been a 3-way tie. Anyways. Which I think is the closest our poll has ever been on which one we should do. Because normally one of them takes quite the lead. It's very rare that it's like a dead heat even on all 3. Yeah, there we go. Let's just make sure we don't accidentally click the wrong room, because that could definitely happen. I haven't done that yet, but you know it's going to happen at some point. It's only a matter of time. Yeah, let me go hand out the extra code right now before I forget, and we'll have one more a little bit later. Here you guys go. Actually, I still have not finished the previous batch of codes, by the way. The one from last month. It's like the middle of this month, and I still haven't finished those. So just start handing out a little bit more. Next Vault event, we definitely will need to. The reason I hand it out like slightly slower sometimes is because I don't know when I'm going to get more codes sometimes. But we're currently in a state of probably the most codes we've ever had our hands on. Quite a few spears right now. What do I even want here? I want a cascade that, but I can't, so I'll take the red. It's like no explosion for Leprechaun. I hate when there's a board with like 5 or less green. It's even worse when it's literally 0, which has happened to us twice. Well, technically more than twice, but twice when we had Leprechaun on our team. Where we had a starting board that was quite literally 0 greens. Interestingly enough, even though their other game is coded, hard-coded, to never have a board that has 0 of a gem, because it tries to even out the 3 numbers, or, you know, like all the gems, I mean. Gems of War does not. So it is actually possible to get a starting board with 0 of a specific gem. It is exceedingly rare, though not impossible, that you get a starting board with 0 of a given color. It's very common that you have 0 of a skull due to it having a lower ratio, of course. But it's very rare to have 0 of a specific color. Though it does occasionally happen. I'll catch you later, Genki. Thanks for stopping by. And there we go. Another 120 Dragonite. That means we've gotten 3 perfects within 4 days. Which is definitely our record. I have never had that many perfects. Oh, there we go. Anyways. And there it is, saying our 120 Dragonite. You know what? I'm not even going to hit the 2 traps this time. We're just going to leave it like that. There we go. Because we hit all 4, the good ones. And I guess we'll grab our Dragonite, because why not? Alright, anyways. Flash offer, useless, don't take it. I guess we'll take out Adventure, never mind, nothing there. Okay, well, I guess we're farming Vault Keys. Oh no, maybe we should do another poll. What should we do? Open Vault Keys or do Arena? Whatever wins the poll, we'll do. How about that? We'll put it up to a poll. Start a Q&A. Oh, no, sorry, not a Q&A. No, exit that. Though we can do that sometime. Start a poll. Let's see. Arena or open Vault Keys? Arena. Open Vault Keys. Okay. And whatever one wins, we do. Oh, I did not mean to add another option. How do I get rid of it? There we go. Whichever one wins, we'll do. How about that? Because I don't mind doing either. Like, I do find Arena fun. I just don't find it that rewarding because the payout still leaves much to be desired. Whereas Vault Keys are pretty much the opposite. It's really repetitive, but gosh, is the loot so good. And while we're waiting on that poll, I'll do a couple Volkies in case the other one does win. Because I do want to open a few of them, regardless. Okay, we'll go for some Magnesia there. Oh, Arena's actually starting to break forward. Ooh. Maybe we're doing some Arena this weekend. I definitely want to do at least 3 if we're going to do some then. If you're going to bare minimum an Arena event, one way to do it is do 3 per day. And this will give you 3 offers every single day. You always get 3 offers, regardless of if it's an Arena event or not. However, you theoretically get slightly more payout during a Vault event, just because you're also getting progress on the little extra rewards, like the gem keys, the event keys, you know, those little things that they drop. Yeah, there should be an option for both. Well, technically we are doing both. Because right now I'm just opening some Vault keys while we're waiting on the poll. And apparently, based on where the poll is going, we're then switching over to Arena. Probably for the rest of the time, or at least for 2 more runs. Because we gotta hit at least 3 runs per day then, if we're gonna do it that way. And then I think you have to do like an extra 4 or 5 in order to get a small orb, which really isn't worth it at that point. Like, I kind of want to, but it's also just not that worth it. Also, thank you, Janky, for posting the redeem code thing. Let's see. Let's take that one. As I see you still lurking. Lurking in the shadows. And we'll have the other redeem code in a little bit as well. Which we'll probably hand it out after the next Arena run. Oh, or if this is a good orb, let's see. Oh! We did it! Well, let's go hand out the other code. Did we just hand out one? Major Orb of Glory. Okay, I think we can switch to Arena. Because we're not topping that. Unless we get like Major Pet. But honestly, I want that more than Major Pet. Major Pet is rarer, but not better. Let's see. There we go. 53. I was just talking about how I haven't been getting any of these recently. And within the last 2 or 3 days, we've gotten 2 major golds and 1 major silver. After going like a month dry on major gold. Oh, there we go. Nice. All right. Well, here's another code. And then I guess we'll do Arena the rest of the time. As the poll seems to be in that favor. Let's see. Or at least 2 Arena runs, if nothing else. So we get that daily 3 in there. Which is technically a daily you could do every single day if you so choose. Is it worthwhile to do so? No. Though you could. It is technically more value than what you would otherwise be getting. Assuming you actually get a good offer. The biggest issue with the Arena loot is one of the biggest things that you get from running Arena is a roll. A roll on the random... Like the thing that you can spend gems on. But the problem is, it costs gems. It's not like a free reward. It's not like it just gives you what it is. That'd be cool if I had like a chance of doing so. I feel like people would do that more often. Like, they still keep it with the 10% off on all of them for the Arena. But also make it so there's like a 10% chance you just get it for free. Like, that'd be kind of nice. Okay, Tomb Spider actually got buffed. So wasn't most of his buffs just with his perk. Inflict, though it has a slightly higher mana cost, but they changed how its ability works. It inflicts Web, Hunter's Mark, and Death marks the first enemy. Oh yeah, it's not conditional anymore. It used to be conditional based on like 13 plus green or 13 plus purple. Now it's not conditional. It just always does it. Though it has a higher mana cost to make up for it. And it deals 9 damage to them. It's actually not good in Arena. We'd have to get more value from Zephyrus. Actually, yeah, we're definitely going this. He has a 10 boost ratio per yellow destroyed. We're generally going to destroy at least 2 yellows, ideally 3. And even with 2, that's 34 damage. That's a lot of damage. And if we get even more than that, that should be enough to one-shot everything. I forget what you even do. Deal 8 damage to the last 2 enemies and create 3 evil gargoyle gems. At least color-wise, you know what? Color-wise, I might get it and just put it in first slot. Because we need Zephyrus to always make sure... Oh, perfect! Color-wise, we got like a perfect team here. Anyways, go for some Hammerhead. Just for some extra backup damage. Let's see. Boosted by blue allies, which ends up hitting for, what, 14? It's not bad. Alright, let's roll this. Seems fine. We put you in first, we put you in second, we put you in third, and you just hold down the line. Alright, that's the team. This should be a pretty easy run. This should be a very, very easy run. It's not the strongest thing we ever had, but Zephyrus in general is just really good. And hey, we found a pet gnome. Always great to see. Okay, so, can I cascade anything there? I guess I could take a skull. We primarily want to be taking blue and yellow. You just took one of them from us. I can do a staircase there. Get our extra turn from there. I think it's actually more value if we just take a yellow here. Also, anyone in my guild, do we currently have a gnome active? Because I don't believe we do. Because if we do, I just want to know what its timer is so we can end up ending on it. Or, you know, so make sure when we end up taking it. But then again, if it's too long of a timer, then actually we couldn't, because then we'd be stalling this battle forever. Alright, you need like a random yellow into skull or something. Alright, we didn't get it. There's a lot of luck to hope on. At least he doesn't have his revive in arena. I'm gonna try a really risky vertical skull here. Didn't get it. But for whatever reason, he didn't take the thing. What do we want here? Let's just want a purple so we can just poke him for anything. And that's match. It's so nice for him not to revive. I am so used to him always reviving. And there we go, we got a squid active. Do I need that? I think I might. No, I don't. But if anyone needs Merlantis pet for my guild, we got one. It's all up and ready. Big ol' squid. Merlantis bonus is occasionally used. 4 times Merlantis out of any kingdom and typing. It definitely has decent, like Merfolk Merlantis, due to how blue and everything else that they are, they actually have some really good synergy with each other. So that's not bad. Anyways, what were we doing? Arena. I'm gonna keep continuing. Got distracted by our thing. Wait, where's the arena event? There it is. It's hiding from us because it has a special event icon over top of it, which is making me confused as to which icon it actually is. Because it has a different one over top of its thing compared to normal. Alright, let's take blue. Take the yellow. Grab the red. Grab the other red. I probably should have taken the, his mana. Oh, we could take it this turn. Alright, can we get a row with like 1 billion yellow? We're gonna do something to try to put more yellow in every single row. Okay, there we go, perfect. And now this should wipe. We're pretty close to it. Fortunately, not all the way to a wipe. Actually surprised, because that's a lot of damage. Not quite enough. So close, 2 HP. What can we even do to get up the quickest? Probably Green Surge. Perfect, exactly what we got. And we can take the Gargoyle Gems that way as well if we wanted to. Which gives it a little bit extra value. Though it's very rare that we're actually going to get that full circumstance to actually occur every single time. I kind of want to cascade something there. I don't think we can. I just have to take a yellow or blue. I actually want to take this blue, oddly enough. There's more ways for him to mess up the rest of the board, which unfortunately he did not actually do. Let's take our yellow. We didn't surge though, no. I could try for yellow for Sky, because I can't take blue. Take a vertical yellow because there's some things that can occur. That's a lot of damage. I wish there was 4 yellows there. Though even with 4, that would not have killed, surprisingly. Even 4 in that circumstance wouldn't have. I'm gonna have to give him a lot of brown. Luckily, he doesn't really use it. And we didn't surge again, no. Come on, I just need 1 little mana for him. Let's take a skull, I guess. How hard is it to get his mana? There we go. And now it doesn't even matter where we cast this. Actually, yes it does. We have to hit at least 1 yellow. And we did. There we go. Alright, let's see. We can't move that. We'll just have to take the yellow, I guess. See if it can give us any follow-up. We can take the brown to the skull, which cascades into a red, that cascades into a yellow. Okay, we have not been able to get a quad yet. There's a bunch of triples. I'm gonna go for this damage first, because he can't deny my yellow. I was hoping we could get a 4. I just realized my own bad gargoyles could have actually been really bad and overwritten my yellows. The 3 of them were kind of unlikely to have overwritten the 3 I was needing. And it didn't, of course. But it could have. Oh, I need blue and yellow. Unfortunately, those are the colors we are currently not getting. Also, I just took his mana just for him to die. Poor thing. And it doesn't even matter where we cast that. Just kills it out. Also, he can also trigger the bad gargoyle gems, which is kind of nice. And this will be our 2nd arena run. Completed. Because I highly doubt anything they're going to have is going to stop this team much. This isn't a super strong team, but it's strong enough. It's definitely strong enough. Ooh, do I care if I give him 5 times green? What's he really going to do? It's unlikely he'll get much value from it. I don't want to risk it, though. See if he'll fall for it. No, he just took 1 billion skull damage instead. Alright, we finally got the quad yellow. Unfortunately, we're up against like one of the tankiest teams we've seen today. So even quad yellow isn't enough to take it out. Alright, 1 mana short. Very unfortunate. He's about to do a scatter thing. I guess we just take a skull. Oh, wait, never mind. I just kill him now. That's enough damage to wipe. We just got a quad into a triple for his boost ratio. Not bad at all. Alright, second arena completed. What do we get? Come on, Imperial, something good. No, it's just Ritz. Alright, let's do at least one more arena run. Also get our diamonds then. That is basically 10 diamonds. Alright, let's go do another one. Let's see. Dragon Cruncher, not really that good. Grand Inquisitor gains barrier, which is nice. It's also boost ratioed by all white helm, which does mean it boost ratios from itself, because it itself is also considered a white helm troop. So by minimum, you're at least gaining 14 damage. So basically, his base damage is 14 while gaining barrier. That's not bad. Which is also just not insanely good for an epic, but we'll start it there. We'll see. So it definitely seems like a reroll. That's useless. Destroy a 5x5, deal some damage to an enemy and stun them. Stun doesn't even do anything in arena, barely. 9 purple and a sand cobra. I'm gonna do this and just hope we see a purple. No, it's over. Alright, let's see. Add a chance. Let me just reroll. Alright, can we get anything good? Deal damage to an enemy, steal 4 magic from all remaining enemies. Only if the enemy dies. Not really worth it. Can we stop getting the tower ones? I keep getting all the useless tower ones. I was gonna reroll completely again. Retire. It's a lot of times just better if your team just isn't particularly good, just reroll the whole thing. Like, we definitely use some bad teams, but there are others that you definitely want to reroll. Okay, so this is like a 9 damage AoE. We can maybe work with that. Ancient Horror, you're not going to be useful, though. Don't you boost ratio from Daemons? Are you a Daemon? No. Gosh, why do we keep getting such weird stuff? 25% should devour a random enemy, boosted by enemies' deaths. That's not going to get that high, but I can use it in first slot at the start of a fight. We might need you just for coverage. And you're not even good. Or just the fact that you cover those colors. Ideally, we'd want a red here. Gosh, can we stop getting such bad teams? I guess it's Mammoth. I don't know, do I even stay with this? Because then we have mana conflict with the other thing. We're getting some really bad drafts all of a sudden. Come on, something just... I just want one, like, half-decent troop and we'll keep it. Create 5 purple dragon gems boosted by ally and enemy daemons. This might be a context you can actually do something. Might be, we'll see. So it's boosted by ally and enemy daemons. Gosh, this draft is already looking horrible again. Why are we getting so many bad drafts in a row? Either deal 9 damage to the first enemy, or give a bunch of life to the first ally. And then, yeah, why are they so bad? Can we get even like a remotely somewhat okay draft? Bonnie Rose is interesting. It's not like over the top good, but we can make it work. Oh wait, is this the... No, we would need too many brown allies to make that work. But what if? Let's see, that's not worth it. Deal some damage to the last enemy, stun them, and pull them in the first slot. The problem is you're using the same color as the other one, though. I'm trying it. Which makes me want to take this guy. Yeah, we're going all in on this strategy for it. We're taking another brown here. And we're going to try it. So the premise of what we're going for is we will die within seconds. That's our game plan. We're going all in on immediately die. And hoping that that works. Again, this is definitely our worst draft we've had. Followed by like 5, or preempting like 5 other horrific drafts. I don't want to move the other thing. I'll try for the purple office guy. I didn't get it. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. How do you possibly get so many bad drafts in a row? Yeah, this is just not gonna work out. Let's try this again. Just give us like a remotely half decent anything. Thank you, finally. Wow, why did that take so long? Though that's still not even that good. Bunch of scatter damage, burning enemies, burns 1 to 3 randomly. Yeah, I'd rather have the multi-burn. Especially since we plan to kill it out pretty quickly. Yeah, we'll go for the double poke as well. Actually, it's kind of funny. We have 2 different versions of it. One is the consistent Hobgoblin that at one point was the strongest troop in the entire game. And one is only if you get a kill. I will take the one that's higher damage only when you get a kill. Ooh, these colorations aren't good though, but that is some decent damage. A little bit of mana accumulation in there. Penitent, the RNG roller. Honestly, yeah, why not? Why not? Alright, you go there, you go there, you go there. That's our team. We have not improved much. The teams have not improved much, but we're just gonna roll with this, as they don't seem to be getting much better. Yeah, I do want to take this because he's gonna sabotage himself when he does that, because he uses a 5 times green, brown, into a 4 times green, into a 4 times purple, into a skull, into something else. Anything else? Any other value you want to give us? Alright, destroy a bunch of gems. Boom. Then we clean up. Boom. Hey, a team that's not horrible. It only took like 5 drafts, so I should have taken that first, but well. Took a die to burn anyways. No! It cleansed on the exact turn it was going to die! That's not allowed. Ha, mana drain. Now I gotta waste my skull. That would have just won the battle earlier. But he cleansed himself of his burn. Yeah, this team will be able to go all the way. For sure. It's a little bit damage heavy and not really that protective. Because we pretty much have nothing to survive with on this team. But, it should be fine. It'll be fine. What's the worst that can happen? I kind of want to try for red from Sky. Didn't get it. It was worth a shot. Nothing else. He gives 5 times brown and the cascade into that. Oh, I should have taken... Oh, actually, that didn't matter. Take another skull. Apply to burn. So we'll bring into kill range. Hope not that happens, though. So we do that. Now it's in kill range. Double poke. Get rid of barrier. Auto extra turn because the other one died. We can then take... I guess purple to red. Nothing gets the full mana, but it's a lot of mana. Alright, this will allow us to... Oh, him actually cleansing is good this time. This is one of the few times where the cleanse was in our favor. Because it allowed us to extra turn. Whereas we wouldn't have been able to otherwise. And another extra turn from Sky. I could try for Sky over there. I'm not sure it's worth going for, though. I'm going for it. Oh, I didn't get it. Though, of course, the chance was... Oh, I should have taken a green first. Chance was way higher that it'd be in his favor. Should we RNG the Death Mark? We already have enough to win, but just for the fun of it. Let's see if it happens. Come on, you know you want to. Come on, you know you want to. Oh, no, wait. That was my win condition. Okay, fine. We'll just kill you. My win condition! Come back! We deliberately let him die. I was trying to kill him with Death Mark, but I forgot that the thing I was trying to kill him with was also my first slot. Ooh, whoops. Mistakes have been made. Let's see. You feel bad for voting for Arena? Why? Arena's pretty fun. It's just the payout's awful. Let's see. Take a skull. Take the brown. We're getting quite a few unlucky drafts there, though. Which, that's just how Arena works a lot of times. Very luck-based. At least for getting your team. But it makes you try a lot of things you would normally never play under any circumstance. Oh, we were getting such bad drafts. Yeah, it just happens sometimes. Though, honestly, that's probably the highest amount of bad drafts I've ever gotten in a row. The biggest issue these days is there's a lot of clunky junk in the Arena drop table that you just don't want to have on your team. That they have been adding over time. But yeah, I think we'll finish this Arena run and then go back to Vault Keys for a little bit. Open like a 10, 20, 30 or so. And I guess we'll kind of do the same throughout the weekend. Throw a few arenas in there, but then go back to Vault Keys. Do a little bit of both. You don't have a good Cascade. Actually, all of this is bad. I'm just gonna take a purple. The biggest issue with this team is we have basically no mana accumulator. The closest thing we have to a mana accumulator is blocked by red 2 times over. Also, every move I have on the board is a yellow. How do we even get to this point? Literally every move's a yellow. Somehow. Alright, we can get quite a bit of combo here because we could do that, into that, into that, into kill, into split, into double burn, into whatever our follow-up will be. I need you to get mana. Better we could just split damage kill again. Yep, that'll do it. I think it's not even that good, but at least in the context of arenas, burn gets a bit more value. That's not all bad. Alright, what do we want to do with this? I can take this vertically to cascade all that mess. We don't have a cascade for that, though. To staircase it together. I'm probably taking this one for the chance of brown. Didn't get it. Actually, we just got some random gem over there I wasn't even trying for. I actually want to preempt... Oh, no, I don't want to preemptively take that brown because then he gets the yellow extra turn. Actually, if anything, we want him to take that move. Alright, now he can't anymore. Yellow doesn't do anything for us. We could choose the purple and try for the yellow there. We got it. Nice. And then take a skull. Gotta try for them. You're eventually going to land them. Even if it's unlikely. I think we just go for skull, go for the other thing. If we get the Doom Skull here, he'll actually die before the damage. Oh no, it doesn't do it in that order. Never mind. On that trip anyways. Oh, did he just kill himself out? Oh yeah, that was a sacrificial thing. He had a chance of doing an Apparaf or whatever it's called. That's only like 30%. Gosh, why is this so expensive? Like, why does this exist? I don't understand. So, this was added like a couple years ago. And nobody likes it. For one, like, the amount of loot you get from it is so small. It's like only a 25 gem one instead of all the other ones that are, you know, like, actually slightly more. But it's just a single event key with some gems. But an event key normally costs 15 gems at max, or 13.5 if you buy it in bulk. And under normal circumstances with this thing, it would cost 25. With the 10%, it's 22, as you can see right here. And even with, like, the 25%, I think it's, what, 18, I want to say? Somewhere around there. All of which are way too much. Like, this would have to be at minimum 15 or lower to even consider clicking on it. And even at 15, you'd have to question, like, is this worth it? But for it to be an insta-buy, it would have to be like 13 or under. But 22 is just so high for that. And that's one of the reasons we don't generally do Arena. And there we go, we also got 10 diamonds from it. And of course the 2 redeem codes we handed out a little bit earlier. Alright, let's go run a couple more vaults then. And we'll end it out on those. Though we're definitely not topping what we did earlier. Because we got another major gold. Oh, where even are the vault keys? How many keys are we at right now? Let's open like 12-ish or so. Oh, am I even set to the right team? I sure hope I am. Luckily we are. Because it was, I was thinking like because we were doing some arena. But no, our last used team was Phoenicia. Which means we are still on Phoenicia. So we are indeed on the right one. Because we ended on... Oh, there's the world. Oh! Oh, no, that's not the one I thought it was. I thought that was Empress for a second. I'm not sure why, because it literally says the world. But I thought that was an Empress. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Empress is not in drop table. Some people were mentioning earlier that it was. But they haven't made any official announcement on it, and I have not seen it, despite the hundreds of vault keys we've been going through. Some people on not PC Mobile were mentioning they got it. But I don't think anyone on PC Mobile has actually mentioned seeing it yet. So maybe they accidentally released on console or something. The reward should be the 22 gems. Oh no, they definitely got to do something to rework the arena loot. It's still kind of pitiful. That's one concern I have with the inevitable eventual treasure hunt rework. Is it going to be an arena work 3.0 all over again, where yes, they reworked it, but it changed nothing. Because there's a chance that's going to happen with Treasure Hunt, where they overhaul a bunch of stuff, and yeah, it's kind of new and interesting for maybe like the first few events, but then ultimately just all the changes in the loot change just isn't enough to impact it to actually make it viable. Because that is the exact thing that happened to Arena. It got its own weekend event, which we were just doing earlier. It got like that extra daily, like it literally got a daily for it, where you could do like 3 per day in order to get some extra loot. Now that I wouldn't mind for Treasure Hunt. Like some kind of daily incentive to do it like 3 times or something per day. For a little bit of extra loot. Because I feel like that works a lot better for Treasure Hunt than it does for Arena. That or maybe even some goals. Like for example, maybe have a goal on one day where it's like get 20 gold coins on the board. Or get like 3 vaults on the board. Or, you know, some kind of challenge to do in the map. Because I feel like a lot of maps are pretty directionless. Like what your goal is. Like obviously you're trying to like accumulate all the loots into bigger loots and ideally get as many vaults as you possibly can. But I don't feel like there's that much structure of like what your actual objective is when you're going through it. And if it added some kind of structure to it, I think it could actually work out pretty well. And obviously reward you for hitting whatever that milestone is. With loot that isn't awful. Because I feel like that could be a change that could kind of work nicely. Instead of just do 3, have just like one objective where it's like, oh, today you gotta go get like 15 silver coins on the board, or 3 vaults, or maybe 2 vaults. I'm not sure if people can get 3 vaults. In all fairness, I can't even remember the last time I've gotten 3 vaults. But you know, some kind of challenge to end up going for. That's like doable within a short duration of time. But different than what the normal goal would be. Because the normal goal is technically, well, the efficient normal goal, at least in the current state of the game, is get as many green chests as you possibly can to maximize the number of gems you get. Which also somewhat maximizes the amount of glory you get. That's mostly for the gems, obviously, not the glory. But the actual optimal, or, well, that's the actual optimal, but the, in theory, optimal is you're trying to get as many vaults as possible. It's just the loot for a vault just isn't that good. Like, the only good drop in it is the double gem key drop. And for the amount of time you could invest just trying to get a single double gem key drop, like, you could spend, like, 10 to 30 minutes just getting a single double gem key. Which is rather inconsistent. Even if it's weighted evenly, you're only getting a 2 gem key drop every other map, assuming you can get at least 2 vaults per each. Oh, major orb? Oh, it's just a major blue. What are we supposed to do with a major blue? Those don't do anything anymore. They do literally nothing. The one with all the different jewels is actually really bad value. The one with all the different keys is pretty good, though. We just got a major ingot, which isn't really much more useful than the other one. Oh, I could have taken 5 times yellow. Whoops. Mistakes have been made. Oh, in all fairness, we still had full mana, so I guess it didn't really matter. Oh, another major orb. Ah, it's just major purple. Honestly, I feel like major purple is indeed better than major major blue in most circumstances this late in the game. It actually feels better. Also because it works towards like new mythics and stuff like that. So we've already gotten so many resources towards that as well that it doesn't even help that much for that goal. So I am curious if they're going to add more features for onboarding new players. They've been doing that a lot for a lot of recent patches. Even the orb update with like the ingot orb, and just all those orbs in general, which also helped late game, of course, other than the ingot one. Though we still really need some quality of life for deed books and Imperial deeds, but particularly deed books. Deed books are so absurdly unobtainable in the current state of game. Like, I understand they're trying to make it rare, but gosh, at least give us like some other way of getting them. Because they are very non-existent. Though, could you imagine if one of the rewards they add to Treasure Hunt buff at some point are writs, the currency that converts into what's it called? That converts into deeds. Come on, at least one more big orb of some kind. Isabel gave you access to post codes on the Discord. Teach you to make me mod. Yeah, she's been really down lately. With quite a few things. She just messaged me on Discord earlier about it all. Hope she gets better soon. We'll just take the green directly. Just considering it. The only, you know what? I'm just gonna take another red. Oh, I should just Leprechaun. I thought that'd be full mana. And now we're one short, and now we still have the Leprechaun. So why on earth is there so much of that one dragon thing in the drop table? Did they, like, misplace where he was supposed to be in the drop table or something? Has anyone else been getting, like, an absurdly high amount of them? The Dragonite Gnome? Not him in the wild, but him as a drop from Volkes. Because I feel like I've been getting more of him than Cedric. It almost feels like they put him in the Cedric drop table. Which, honestly, I wouldn't mind. Cedric's already, like, overpopulating everything. But now it's just two different things overpopulating everything. I will take that one over. Yeah, he's as common as Cedric. So did they just put it in the same drop table, or are they two independent drop tables? Because honestly, if they put it in the Cedric's drop table, that's actually a good thing. Is if we're getting half as many Cedrics, but then the other half is him, but they start putting other new things in that category, that's really, really good. Because it will make sure we don't get a billion useless troops. Like, yes, we're still getting like a billion useless troops. But if they have like 10 different useless troops under that category, at least it's a wider range. Oh, the 300 gem drop, nice. Because one issue that we've had for a while now is all the gnomes were in one drop table, and then Cedric was in its own independent drop table, instead of trying to even it out a little bit more. So if they put Dragonite Gnome in Cedric's drop table, and then, you know, put a few other gnomes into the future into the Cedric's drop table, and have all of them share the same drop table and have like 5 or 10 things taken up instead of just one, because now it seems like there's 2 under that category. But if they start putting more and more, then, you know, it kind of evens things out a little bit more, instead of just always getting Cedric. Like, yes, you're still getting an equal number of useless troops, but at least it's spread across things that you might be wanting to get, like some of the newer ones. It would also make it the first several times that they do it quite a bit easier to get the newer one. Until there's a bunch of things in the drop table that it becomes harder. But that'd be nice if it had like a rotating cycle. Honestly, you know what the drop table should be? The drop table should be whatever Cedric's drop rate should be applied to whatever the newest gnome is. Whatever that is. In this case, this is currently Dragonite Gnome. And then put every other gnome underneath the standard gnome drop table where they all just randomly occur. That means whenever a new one comes out, you'll have a way higher chance of getting it until another new one comes out. Hey, Major Purple. That's not like the best way of doing it. The best way of doing it is completely overhauling the system they have. But within the system they have, that would be a decent way of doing it. Is the Empress in the drop table? She shouldn't be. No, I am like near certain she is not. Normally they announce it on their website when one of those end up coming. And normally multiple of them come out at once as well. But no, I'm pretty certain she's not. And I know for sure we haven't gotten one yet. But I'm also pretty certain she's just not in the drop table. That's not that Logic Slayer. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, she's definitely a really good pickup to end up getting. She's one of the only few tarot cards in the game worth using. There are a few others as well, like Emperor and the Fool under some circumstances, and a few other rare circumstances for some other ones. But overall, she's, like, really good. Like an actual viable troop rather than like a gimmick. Take the red over there, get our explosion. I'll just explode everything. I already said hello to Logic Slayer. Well, hello, Logic Slayer again. Unless the stream has that much delay that it hasn't happened yet. Which it shouldn't have that much delay. Like maybe 10 seconds, 15 seconds tops. He wanted a hello like that one way person sings it. I don't know how to say hello that way though. Kind of like how Genki wanted me to sing that one song, but I'm not quite sure how I would sing that one song in that way. Similarly. Though in your case, I don't even know what it sounds like. Okay, we'll take the explosion. Hello, Sir Slayer of Logic. Your Roku likes to fall behind sometimes, yeah. Are you actually watching the stream on a TV? Interesting. Yeah, I have been watching YouTube on TV some lately. It's kind of relaxing, especially on a 4K monitor. Or not monitor, but you know, a TV, I mean. It's the only 4K screen in my entire house, because I believe the one in the living room is still 1080p. Though, of course, we could never stream that high. Actually, I think I'm still streaming at 720, or did I add a 1080 option? Actually, let me go check. Am I streaming at 720 or 1080 right now? I am streaming at 1080. There we go. Nice. Though there's no way we can ever go higher than that. I can't even do 1080 60. I have to keep it at 1080 30. In all fairness, a good number of games I play cap at 30 frames per second anyways. Like most Nintendo games. Not sure about Gems of War. Gems of War might go to 60 FPS. Oh, it being a turn-based game, you don't really need those frames. It's not like it's super action-based. A 120 gem drop. Every little bit adds up. Google It is a song. Someone actually made a song out of it. Gems of War needs 60 frames per second, even less than Minecraft. Does the game actually run at 60 FPS? Honestly, I don't even know when it comes to any game. Because I'm the kind of person that like barely notices like the difference between 30 and 60 FPS. I can notice when something goes to like 15 or 20-ish. But honestly, 30 and 60 seem almost the same to me. Unless I see them side by side. They're basically the same frame rate. Oh, why did I think I would get red out of that? Whoops. I'm not sure why I thought that would cascade into red. I need a little bit more mana. He's going to run away, but luckily it doesn't matter in a mode like this. As I mentioned earlier, this is the only mode where gnomes running away still gives you the full amount of loot. The leftover mechanic from when vault keys used to be way rarer than they are now. And they just never bothered changing it. And hopefully they never will, because it's just become the normal at this point. But it's the only location where gnomes running away still gives you the full loot. Which means the runaway mechanic's kind of pointless in the context of these battles. As if anything, it actually makes the battle easier, not harder. I might as well do another 9 keys. We're already so close. Might as well get to that nice clean 1,500. Oh, it doesn't seem like we're going to top that major gold. Oh, you never know. There's still a few drops left. Yeah, most games do lock a frames per second. Also because some games physics engines, or just generally for 2 reasons. One is its physics engine sometimes, you know, if it's more of a graphical game, particularly in 3D environments. Sometimes a higher frame rate can completely ruin how the physics work. And the other one is just for performance. Like, sometimes having more frames can lead to lower performance, oddly enough. If your computer can't end up processing it. Okay, we'll throw that down. Because one rather ironic thing is sometimes setting to a higher frame rate can actually make you get a lower frame rate. Because you lag so much trying to get that higher frame rate. Yeah, I have a 240 hertz monitor for my laptop. And it's definitely pretty noticeable compared to other screens that I have. Because the response time is like near instant for everything, which is very nice. Like, there's probably more lag on my mouse than there is on my screen. Both of which have like nearly 0. Alright, 2 more. Alright, final key. Oh, it's 500 hertz exists now? Oh gosh. Hey, that's a really good final drop though. 300 gems. This is really rare big gem drop. And we got it like 2 or 3 times this stream too. And there's some extra gems on top of all those gems. And we got a little stack. And hopefully we can stop buying Dragonite soon so we can actually start getting like hundreds of thousands of gems. Because we'd be at like 150,000 by now. Actually, I need to go calculate up by the end of it how much we have spent on all the Dragonite up to this point. Because that number must be so high. Like, if you put it down to a gem value. I'm not going to calculate it out right now. But once we finally have, like, Diamantia or even double Diamantia, I want to go back and do, like, the approximate number of gems we probably spent. It's going to be a little bit hard because to determine exactly how many we got for free. As that number is kind of hard to tell between Vault events and, you know, there's all the ones that we've got perfect runs on. Especially recently. Especially now that they're giving 120 each. But I kind of want to figure out, like, the approximate number we spent. And I'm pretty sure it's way too high. Obviously, it's supposed to be a gem sink, but still. But we'll have it soon if we ever get good luck. Or they rework how the system works. But anyways, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up for now. We will be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Game plan for tomorrow is kind of exactly what we did today. We'll do a few arena runs. We'll do some vault key opening. Do a mix of both. And, yeah, have some fun. See if we get some good drops. Hand out a few redeem codes. And, yeah, just mess around. Not much going on this weekend for Gems of War, but at least next week, gosh, we got a billion things with the new kingdom and everything else. So we'll have some fun this weekend just messing around with some stuff since we can kind of just do whatever since there's no like clear objective rather than I guess doing a little bit of arena, which we shall do. Anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Stay safe out there, and I will catch you guys all later. Goodbye, everyone, and thanks for watching.